So this visual should help you a little bit with doing the lat pull down on the Kaiser machine over here. This won't be exactly the same because the humerus, the arm bone, doesn't move in the same manner that you will on that machine. But what you should be thinking about with your shoulder blade is this movement. So as you begin the movement with your arm up a little bit higher, kind of like this, that's where your scapula is here. Come on, click on it, please. There we go. So as you're starting the movement, you're up here, and then you're trying to pull your arm down and around as you squeeze that shoulder blade kind of down and in. So you may be able to see it, maybe not because I got a black shirt on. Kind of pulling your shoulder blade down and in. It's not enough to just pull the handles down. If you can really get this visual down of what's happening behind you with your shoulder blade, it's going to go a lot better for you. Again, the difference being that in this position, the starting position, the humerus here would be elevated, kind of more like, let's call it like this, would be where your humerus is to start this movement. And then as you come down, and then you got your elbow up here, like so. And then as you come down, as the shoulder blade comes down, it's kind of more of a color picker. Come on. Here's where your shoulder, that's not great. Let's undo that one. More like this. And then you've got the end of this, and then you've got your arm coming up, holding on to the handles. And then as you get down to the end of the motion, let's use blue. Blue's a nice color. It'll be more kind of down like this with the end of it here, and then your arm up like this, holding on to the handle that'll be right here. So to kind of try to put that together now, let's see what happens here. Boom. So you can kind of see from the beginning up here on this black color, this is where your arm would be. And then as you pull your shoulder down and around, your arm kind of travels down and in like this. But in your brain, what you're really focused on is what specifically is happening with this guy. Can I get that guy? Oops. Can I get that guy to tuck down and in? And if you lean back against the seat, you might get a nice sensory reference of your shoulder blade up on the back of the pad. So you can feel that as you try to tuck that down and in. And then as you come back up, you kind of let it come up and around. This doesn't show the full extent of the motion on the way back up. It just shows kind of halfway to down. So your shoulder blade would be a little bit more up and out at the beginning, but then it would tuck down and in. So you can kind of see how it's not just... It's not just this thing comes... Oops. It's not just this thingy, this shoulder blade right here coming straight in. It's not... Let's do it in red so you know it's not. It's not just this. It's more of... Let's do it in green so you know it's right. It's more of this kind of down and in like so. Kind of tucking it down and around. Now let's let that play again and see if you can see the difference there. See how it kind of comes down and then it comes in, specifically surrounding this outside part here, moves down, and then this part down here moves in. It's not just a straight in or a straight down. It's what's called downward rotation, where it comes down and in simultaneously. So if you can get that picture of what's happening with your shoulder blade on that machine, you're going to get a lot more out of it, and you'll notice that maybe your neck feels better afterwards. A bunch of other cool things might happen if you really get the intention of move my shoulder blade around, not just move the handles up and down a whole bunch. Hopefully that helps.